We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Do what you do. Let me breathe for a minute, man. Check 45. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Going to take a shot for Gallup, and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Bears take over. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Jackson on the
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. His first carry of the ball game. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They begin with a quick throw out left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. Then the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
By the Bears.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
From the gun, this will be McFarland. Room here to run. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
First and goal.
He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
From the 10, first and goal. Now Bell. And they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with the flag down. Well, this could set up a very interesting decision. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
The ball carried.
Give him 4 on the carry there. It's second and goal.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on second and goal. McFarland running out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears have taken the early lead. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerve showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the...
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 58 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
A gain of 23 yards. First down, Chicago.
7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
45 the mark. You.
Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Good track. 45 the mark.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
On the carry.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. This to Jarwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And apparently not liking what was taking place, so he'll just tuck it and take the sack. Akeem Hicks able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. This is Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Taken down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd down and goal. Prescott toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Cowboys 14, Bears 7. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. On first down, McFarland. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Yard line. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Bears.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
And that is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
3rd and long for Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So now they assess a 3rd and long, and that holding call might have knocked him out of field goal range, at least for the moment. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it down to the 32. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
49-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Just like that. Just like that. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Let's go.
Prescott from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
1st down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And firing it. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. And give him a gain of 37. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's McFarland. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. On the ground, it's McFarland. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Malik Jackson.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Chicago.
From 4 yards out. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he works free. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 76 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
But that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
27-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 2nd down, McFarland. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs. I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
It's 2nd and inches at the 47-yard line.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Now Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Carl Lawson gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Cowboy. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Greg Zerline, the kickoff for Dallas.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And this will be caught by Mooney. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And his throw's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run here with McFarland. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He may try and run for this. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
First down, Bears.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Darnell Mooney, 38 yards. And the Bears cut into that lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
The pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
45. Mike, 45. Watch the screen.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And now it's second down.
Let's go. 45.
Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Second and 12 at the 47-yard line.
Behind the chain, second and 12.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 45's the mark. Check.
Throwing, Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 37. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
10 at the 37-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 37-yard line. Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Check. 45's the mark. Check. 45's the mark.
And again, it's Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
Makes the score Cowboys 42, Bears 21. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And his throw is incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it's 3rd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete.
The pass.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches.
He finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Chicago.
Forced out to his left. He's going to let it. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bears get a bit closer. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They start on the ground with Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Today's final score.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.